Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Ninja Coffee. The show. Hey, what? Not Ninja Coffee?
It's not Ninja Coffee. This is the beginning of the new show.
Oh, it's Pizza Coffee.
Bro.
Ah, Ninja Pizza.
Ninja Pizza.
Yes, the show where we talk about pizza and ninjas.
Pizzas and ninjas. Yeah, why not?
Why not? Okay, then I'm putting this away. So, in that case, cheerio, dude. I have Storm Shadow here. He's a ninja.
Yes.
You have Snake Eyes.
He's a ninja too.
Alrighty. So, we have a new show for you guys. Not Ninja Coffee, but Ninja Pizza.
Ninja Pizza.
So, this is like in true Ninja Turtles style. This is a pizza with curry potato salad.
And I have pizza with sriracha.
Something's missing. What? You want some?
Alright, what the heck?
It is Ninja Pizza after all. Okay, so, Mr. Paul, what are we talking about today? Tell our audience.
We're going to talk about the Mighty Morphin Power... No, wait.
The biker mod. No. The other guys.
Street Sharks.
No, those other, mutants or ninjas.
Toxic Crusaders.
What about Spinjitzu Masters? No.
Ninjago.
Yeah. No, we're going to talk about, as you guys probably can guess, we're going to talk about the Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And we're going to do... we're going to talk about comics, the toy lines, games, TV shows, but
For
today, and maybe the next episodes, we will count down to the new movie arriving in August. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, I think it's called.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about the first 3 movies.
Live action movies.
Live action movies. The one from 1990.
Yeah, 293, 4.
I think so, 92 and 93 was it? Or I don't remember.
Yeah. So we're going to count down, beginning with these, and we're going to continue with the animated movies later on, and of course the Michael Bay movies.
You know what? It's actually 90, 91, and 92.
Damn.
Wow.
So the first episode will focus on the 3 first live actions, and then moving on to the animated movies.
From the one from 2008, was it? 7, 8?
Yeah, 7.
7.
And then there's Turtles Forever.
We have to talk about that one.
There's Batman and Ninja Turtles, and
yeah, we might come back and talk about lots of different turtle stuff and maybe other ninja stuff or mutant stuff.
Yeah,
we could talk about Toxic Crusaders or Biker Mice as well. But yeah,
main focus is Ninja Turtles.
Yes, for now,
and maybe we will spin off to other stuff.
Okay, so let's start with the Tmnt 1990.
Yep, the first one.
We've watched all 3 recently, and we'll consider doing one on each, but we'll just do. We're just going to talk about all 3 in one, because then we can talk more freely.
Yeah. So heads up, this episode might be a little bit long, but
just bear with us.
It's at least
get a pizza.
Yeah, get a pizza while you're watching.
Yeah.
You might even
get your potato salad.
Have time to order, wait, and finish the pizza by the end of this movie.
Yeah, that's true. So what do you think of the first movie?
The first movie is okay. we're supposed to rank the movies later on when we've seen all of them, but it's rank. Easily, this is easily the best movie there is.
And I would say it's a good movie. I mean, for what it is, it's a really cool action movie. And I mean, you don't even have to be all that much into Turtles or be a kid to enjoy. I don't think it is for kids even. It's very dark.
It's based on the. It's not based on the animated series from '87 like most people think. It's based on the original comics.
It's a lot closer to the original comics.
Yeah, and those comics were made for adults, so it was. They were basically a parody of dark comics like Daredevil and the Punisher, Batman.
Frank Miller stuff.
Frank Miller stuff. So there's actually a lot of
fan theories and stuff about the ooze.
Yeah, they're not fan theories. I think Eastman and Laird even.
Yeah, but it's not canon. It's
not canon, but
supposedly it's the same ooze that blinded Daredevil.
Yeah, the ooze that made the Turtles is the same ooze that blinded Matt Murdock.
Radioactive material.
And
it's not called the ooze in the Turtles in the Daredevil stuff.
No, and you have Daredevil. He fights the hand. And the Turtles fight the foot.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned something else I hadn't thought about.
So Daredevil was trained by a guy named Stick, and the Turtles is trained by a rat called Splinter.
Mm.
So there's a lot of inside comic book jokes towards Daredevil and the Turtles.
Absolutely.
And the thing with the first movie, it follows the first, the Shred Head.
Shred Dude, yeah.
Yeah. So the first one follows the original Mirage comics pretty well. From Splinter's origin, like in most incarnations, he is
Hamato Yoshi.
He is Hamato Yoshi, turned into a rat. But in the original comics and the first movie, he's Hamato Yoshi's pet rat.
Yeah, that's true. And Shredder is so cool in the first movie.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite incarnation of the Shredder.
Absolutely. And even the fight in the comic book, on the top of the building, is very similar to the fight in the movie.
Yeah. And there's a lot of scenes in the movie that's basically it's like they use the comic as
like a blueprint.
Yeah. Like from the fight between Raphael and Casey Jones in the park, the fight between the Turtles and Foots in April's apartment. Yeah. And even when they go to
when they go away on this trip.
Yeah, the farmhouse.
Yeah, I mean, the effects are also really good. You don't get that kind of effects anymore. It's
that's one of the things that's so amazing. Like, you have this movie from 1990 where you have it's Henson's Workshop that helped.
It's Jim Henson's son who did the effects, I think.
Yeah, so they helped creating the suits for the Turtles, and even though these are dudes in turtle suits, they look so much better than the Michael Bay animated Turtles. These guys look real. Yeah.
And you also have to, I mean, as someone who is into martial arts, you really have to appreciate the choreography, the fight scenes, how good these guys were.
Yeah, they do all of these
dressed up in these costumes.
Yeah.
So many, really amazing moves and kicks and awesome martial arts stuff.
Yeah, that's something you'll never see in a movie again.
Nope.
And I don't think you've ever saw it before this either. Like, the fight scenes in these suits are amazing. Yeah.
Just the fight between Shredder towards the end as well with all of the Turtles. That is one of my favorite.
Yeah, but the fight in April's
that too.
shop. Yeah.
And I mean, it is dark, but it has a lot of humor as well. And the music sets the atmospheres and sets the mood. In every scene, the music is perfect.
And that's something you don't find anymore either. Like, you have to go back to the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah.
To find movies with the same kind of musical setting.
So out of 10, I mean, what else is there to say about the first Turtles movie? There are a lot we could talk about, but I mean, also the casting is just great.
Yeah,
all of them. Casey Jones, April. I like her a lot better in the first movie than in the second.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, you have the same actor in the third movie as Casey Jones as well.
Yeah.
Elias Koteas. And Judith Hogue.
Yeah.
As April. So. And another funny thing is, like, in the first movie, Ernie Reyes Jr. is in one of the suits. I don't remember which one of the turtles. You thought it was Michelangelo, maybe? But yeah. He's doing...
Raph is the same...
I think the Raph is the same guy and the voice. He's the only one, I think, who has the same guy in the suit who's also doing the voice.
Fun fact, the Donatello, that's Corey Feldman.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
if you're a big 80s movie fan,
absolutely,
you know who Corey Feldman is.
And Splinter's voice is really good. Shredder's voice is really good. All of it's just so amazing. But
the Shredder's first appearance in the movie.
It kind of has that Star Wars feel to it, doesn't it? Like, it's almost like seeing Darth Vader.
Doesn't he say something like, "I am your father" as well?
You are here because the outside world rejects you. And then he says,
I am your father.
This is your family. I am your father.
Yeah,
actually, I don't know if they thought about. They probably did think about
the same shape.
Helmet,
cape.
It always made me think of Star Wars, but it's a really epic and cool entrance. And you have never had a cooler and more awesome Casey Jones.
No,
I would say
no. Like, there's only been 2 live action Casey Jones, and that's
the guy from
Arrow, and he failed that movie.
Yep, I mean, I don't fault him. The movie, those movies are not too good, in my opinion.
And they have
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get back to that.
They're not as bad as people would have to be. Yeah. But compared to these, they are nothing. Yeah. Even the third one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm done with the first movie for now. We can come back to it if there's anything to bring up. But yeah, I was going to say, Ernie Reyes Jr., he's one of the turtles. And then he is in the second movie.
Yeah.
As Kano.
Keno, the pizza.
That's true.
Keno, the pizza dude.
The pizza dude. He even says the pizza dude, doesn't he? Like in the movie. Who is it? Pizza dude or something. I have this memory that he says pizza dude sometime in the movie.
Maybe that's why I said it.
Maybe. Okay. What about the second movie?
When I was a kid, the second movie was my favorite out of the 3. And the reason for that was Toka and Razar. And of course, Super Shredder.
Yeah.
Super Shredder was the badass.
He still
played
is.
by Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, that was like the most badass movie character. And I remember him being like this really menacing dude, but
he's there for 10 seconds.
There's actually no fight between them. He finishes himself.
He just commits like
he goes like all Hulk.
That
so
always
he's not as badass as I remembered.
When I watched the second movie, I had already seen the first movie, I think, and then I was so bummed out that there was no epic fight between Shredder, Super Shredder, and the Turtles.
Yeah, but I think as a kid, I didn't remember that.
No.
And same thing with, I didn't realize it until I grew up that they had cut back on the violence, and Mikey wasn't even allowed to use his nunchucks.
No, he uses sausages and stuff instead.
Yeah, so there's that, and that's something that keeps messing up movies until
present day.
Yeah, because the first movie did well, but then the toy company was like, we can't sell toys when you make the movie so violent, so you have to cut back on the violence so we can sell more toys.
They never cut back on the violence.
No, that they did the same thing with Batman Returns, and when they switched Burton for Schumacher and Keaton for Kilmer, it was the same thing. I think it was McDonald's. Hey, we can't sell Happy Meals to kids when you have all this violence.
You could though. I mean,
I would buy it.
I would buy it as a kid. I loved the violent stuff. I mean, that might say more about me, but still, it was back in the days. All the kids I knew, we were all watching violent stuff
until, and that was something that happened in Norway. I think it was in '95. Both Power Rangers and TMNT were taken off screen because some kids killed another kid, and they blamed it on TV violence.
Yeah.
So and I don't get it because I've seen Power Rangers and it wasn't really that violent.
It's nice to have something to blame on.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second movie you can also see on the costumes. They look more cozy.
Yeah.
They look nicer and they're smiling and they don't look that badass.
And I don't get it. It's a sequel to the first one. So why change what was already good? But of course, that's, again, the toy companies. Yeah. They want to sell new toys, so they have to change the design so they don't have to reissue the old toys. And
I mean, don't they look a little bit different as well, in colors, or is it the same colors?
Yeah, colors, and they have spots
on their faces.
Maybe it's just that they are older and it's turtle sits or something.
It can't be longer than
teenagers.
Yep. So. maybe time goes faster for turtles to grow up, but it can't be longer than 1 week after the first movie. Since Shredder comes out of the dumpster, and
I would guess it's just a couple of days.
Maybe
passed since the first movie.
And Lord Tetsu is trying to take control.
But one thing though, the turtles looked worse, but Toka and Rasar,
they're amazing.
That's
but don't you remember back then everybody was bummed out that you didn't get Bebop and Rocksteady?
Yeah, because so they had Token Rasar as a knockoff
discount Bebop and Rocksteady.
And same thing with that
Professor guy.
He's like a knockoff Baxter Stockman. Yeah.
That is true.
And you have a new actress as April, so she's kind of knockoff.
Yeah, and Corey Feldman is not Donatello in this one. Is Raphael the same? Are the other ones the same? I don't remember.
I think so, and that's also one of the funny things with the first movie. All of them have this basic American accent, except from
Raph.
Raph, he's this super Brooklyn.
Damn. And it's so funny, the scene.
Get out of here! I'm walking in. Super New York and
Yep. And the scene where Raphael is chasing Casey Jones, and he jumps over this cab, and you see the guy in the cab, and the guy says, "What the hell was that?" That's Raphael, and the cab driver's like, giant turtle in trench coat. It's a normal thing to see. And then you have also another fun scene in the beginning of the first movie where is it Donatello and Michelangelo ordering pizza?
Yeah.
And the guy comes 38.5. Where is 38.5? You're standing on it, dude.
Yeah.
That's the same guy. Because the guy walking and delivering the pizza is the guy who voice acts Michelangelo. So that's another pretty funny scene they have there.
No, but I do have a theory to the Brooklyn accents on Raph and why he speaks different. Because if you read the new comics, the IDW comics, Raph was actually separated from the rest of the gang right after the mutation. So he grew up alone in the streets.
But this doesn't make sense in the movies.
No, because they have no, but like the new comics
have addressed that.
They have kind of addressed why he's different, and that's also why he's also more ragey and he's the loner. So
Raphael. Yeah.
But yeah, the second one.
I lost the sigh. I can get it back. Yeah, the second movie is funny.
It's funny.
It's childish.
The redeeming qualities of the movies is Tokan Razar and of course
Shredder,
Super Shredder, Vanilla Ice, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go Ninja.
Okay,
go.
That is my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
Go,
Ninja.
Yeah. That is. The second movie is cool in its own way. It's not good as the first one. Like objectively, I would say Ninja Turtles 1 is a good movie, but the second one is
it's
a funny
fun
movie.
Yeah.
Okay then. Then
it's what we today would call a guilty pleasure. Yeah.
I would say the same now about the third movie. I hated it. I didn't hate it, but I was like, what happened when I watched it as a kid?
The thing with the third one,
are we heading into the third one now? Yeah.
The thing with the third one is that when it was released, the Turtle Mania was kind of over. So, like,
I never heard of it here. Like, I didn't know the third movie existed.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, I remember it, but because I used to buy the comics, so they came with the poster with Samurai Leo. So, yeah.
And just once, when I actually heard about the third movie, it was nowhere to be found. No. They didn't have it at like rental video. What do you call them? Video rent?
No, I don't think I saw that until many years later.
See?
Yeah. But I do remember it. But like
they showed it on TV some years later, around like 94, 95, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. And like I didn't get to see it in the theaters because like my parents they bought me the comics because they were childish. I was allowed to watch the cartoons. When they bought me the figurines, they only bought me the good guys. They never like all my pals. They had like Shredder and the Foot Soldiers and and all I got was Donatello. I got the undercover Donatello, Space Donatello. Like,
I had Usagi Yojimbo that we bought when we were in Germany and Casey Jones.
Yeah,
and I borrowed them to someone, and I never got them back.
Yeah, I had Ace Duck. And I broke him the first day. Like his head fell off.
What happens?
Yeah, kids with toys.
Okay,
but yeah. So, but the third movie. So, the Turtle Mania was letting go.
No hype anymore about the Turtles. You had other stuff by then. You had like
Power Rangers had taken
replaced that hype.
Yeah.
And then later, not that long, a couple of years later, then you had Pokemon.
Yeah. But before that, you had, like, if we're still...
On that era,
On that era, you had the Biker Mice from Mars.
That's true.
Yeah, and Street Sharks, but they
didn't last.
They didn't last long, at least not in Norway.
No. Okay, when we watched the third movie, I must say, I was pleasantly surprised. It wasn't that much worse than the second one in some ways.
No.
It's childish, it's silly, they go back in time. They go back to like I don't know when in feudal Japan.
Yeah,
And
but that's something that kind of bothers me now that I've read the comics, because the staff they used to travel in time. Like that looks like the staff of this character, time traveling character from the original comics.
That must have been something they thought of when they were.
So I don't get why. Like again, they replaced Bebop and Rocksteady with. So it might have been like some rights issue or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't.
But yeah, okay. So this time they travel back to Japan, and because April disappears first, so they have to go back and save her.
And there's like some ancestor of Casey Jones
there
for some reason.
Pirate Casey Jones.
Yeah. And then the turtles
is he
go.
French in this one?
Was he the French guy or was that someone else? I don't remember.
No.
I don't know. Maybe he was. And then my favorite part of the third movie is actually the Japanese guys coming into our time.
Yeah, those scenes, those scenes
are amazing.
So funny.
And hanging out with Casey Jones.
Yeah, playing hockey
And stuff.
Yeah.
That's my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah, and they don't want to go back when when it's time to switch back. Because the thing is, when you travel in these movies, you can't just travel. You trade places with somebody from the past or future. Or
and you don't have like a proper. You have a villain, but he's not as cool and as memorable as Shredder and the Foot Clan and Tatsu and all those guys. These bad guys are more like very generic.
Yeah, and
that's you have the evil British guy.
That's also something I didn't like about the movie back then, and it's also something I still hate in comic book movies to this day. Like, go to the source material. There's so many great villains, and they make up an OC for the movie. Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but then this time around, it was a good guy.
I know, but that's what they did there too. With the good guy, with the main character. I'm like, you have so many other characters you could use.
Yeah, like just recently they did it with Shazam 2.
Shazam 2?
Yeah.
Who's the
Shazam Fury of the Gods?
Yeah, I recently watched it.
Yeah, so like the three goddesses, they
don't exist in the lore. No. I didn't know that.
No, they could have. Like in the first movie, they introduce Mr. Mind, like this small worm guy. Or you could have The Rock as Black Adam. Like there's so, but
let's not go into that.
Let's not go in there. We're sticking to them.
Tale for another time.
Yeah, but still, like I hate it when they do that.
It's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, and same when we move on to the newer movies. It's always Shredder. Maybe Krang or Karai is there in some sort of way, but it's always the Shredder. Okay, not
in the 2007 movie. Then you have,
but it's Karai.
Yeah, and you have these
so it's still the Foot
statue monsters who are not in the comics, as far as I know.
No. Yeah, and they also remind me of Shazam, the first one. But like, there's so many good villains, like. The Rat King, you have
We need Rat King in a live-action Turtles movie.
Triceratons.
Last time around, we at least got Bebop and Rocksteady and Krang, though.
Yeah, and like that's not a good movie, but I love Bebop and Rocksteady in that movie, and Baxter Stockman is funny as hell.
Yeah.
So and I want to see the Fly. Yeah, Baxter Stockman Fly. There's so many good villains, and they keep sticking to the Shredder, and like in the original comics, he was killed in the first issue. So
same as Shredder. Baxter Stockman was killed in the first issue.
No, Shredder.
Oh, Shredder. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Baxter Stockman was killed as well. No, Shredder. They didn't know they were going to make more.
No.
Yeah. So the third movie is not good, but it wasn't as bad as I feared, and it was funny as well. It has a lot of the same tone as the second one, maybe even more childish and more silly this time.
Yeah, but it was more childish and funny, but they still upped the violence again.
Did it?
Or
I
didn't
don't.
they?
I felt it was on the same level.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think what bothers a lot of people with the third one compared to the second one is that in the second one it was childish and silly and goofy and more less violent, as you say. But at least you had Shredder, Foot Clan, and all the stuff you had from the first movie, and it felt like a continuation. The third movie doesn't have any of that.
No.
I think that's what most people was upset about, that you didn't have any of the bad guys, nothing to do with the Foot Clan. It was something completely different. But I mean, it could have gone either way, right? If the plot had been better, maybe it would have been good to do something else but Shredder and the Foot Clan in the third movie. But I mean, 10 minutes after you've watched the movie, you've forgotten what it's about.
Yeah. And that's why it's hard to talk about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's fun when you watch it, but it's a forgettable movie.
Very forgettable.
Just like an MCU movie.
Just like any else. No, I'll bite your tongue, Koho. Yeah. Okay. So that's the Turtle trilogy.
Yeah. So how would you rank the movies?
Rank or also give like a rating?
Yeah, okay, we could start by a rating.
I mean, okay.
So which lowest one?
Are we going out of like 6er dice or 10 or out of what? Out of 6 or out of 10? Or out of 12 or
Okay, let's go for Ninja Stars.
Okay, how many Ninja Stars is the maximum?
Yeah, let's go for 10.
10 Ninja Stars? I love the first movie.
Yeah.
This is going to be okay, objectively, I would say as an action comedy movie of the 90s, it deserves like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Personally, my personal rating would be 10 out of 10 Ninja Stars. Yeah.
Right.
What about yourself? It's one of my favorite movies. I can't name that many movies I have watched more than the first Ninja Turtles movie. That must be like maybe Army of Darkness.
Okay, I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
All right,
yeah.
All right. Then what about the second movie?
The second movie is 6.5. It's a dip in quality, but it's still fun. Like if you asked me 20 years ago, that would be
lower, higher.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if we're not comparing anything else in, we're not throwing anything else in the mix.
Not comics, not.
And I mean the rest of the movies.
Yeah.
It's still the second movie, in my opinion, is better than any of the other movies we are going to get to.
Yeah. Okay,
maybe not actually the 2007. I think maybe I have higher, but I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6.
A 6.
Mm-hmm. The third one.
The third one. A 4.
I'll give it a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not that bad. It's just not what people wanted.
No.
And I mean, if you're gonna introduce young kids to one of the Turtles movies, I would say the third one and the second one are better choices than the first one. I would even say maybe just watch the third one because it has nothing to do with the story from the second one. If you show some young child the second movie without having shown them the first movie, the second movie is not making that much sense. But you can introduce someone. You can like, you're watching Turtles with your son, right?
So we're watching the.
Have you watched the movies with him?
No, I've started with the
cartoons
2012 series.
Yeah. But if you were gonna if you're gonna show him the movies, wouldn't you say the third one is the least harmful and the most like?
I would start with the second one.
You would start with the second one?
It's still more fun.
Even though he's not gonna like get all the story.
I think I saw the second one
first.
So Like,
I mean, maybe as a child you don't care about.
No, you don't. As a child, you don't care about the
the story. It continues from the first. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, yeah, both of those are good introductions to the Turtles. If you're gonna use any of the three movies, I would say the first one is pretty dark. You can't justify it as a child friendly
kids
movie.
back in our days.
Yeah, we
could
would
watch
tough.
we could watch the first
badass.
one.
Yeah. We watched stuff like I watched Commando.
Cowabunga,
dude. I watched Commando with Arnold in like 2nd or 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And RoboCop I watched when I was 9.
Yeah, I remember I had I knew how to work the VCR, so I read the
nice.
So the program, like the TV guide.
You could record it in the middle of the night and stuff.
So ooh, this is a guy with knives for fingers. I have to watch this shit.
So I was never slept again.
No, never slept again. I must have been 7 or 8, and
Freddy, I watched as well as a kid, and I was terrified. I was scared.
I understood the concept.
Yep.
Okay, this guy kills you in your dreams, and I watched that movie, and I was like, first dream I had,
regret.
Oh hell, he's going to kill me. Mm. No, but kids back in our days, they could watch this movie
Yeah.
We could climb trees and skateboards. Oh, okay, not in Norway because it wasn't allowed in Norway. Skateboards was banned in Norway. Can you believe
Same with
it?
nunchucks.
Same with nunchucks. That was a European thing, I think, because they changed the animated show and
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Because ninja was a bad word.
Yeah,
and nunchucks, that's why they changed the second movie also with
that's true.
But I mean, that's because of UK.
Yeah, but I mean, you have Ninja, Teenage Mutant, and Turtle. As a kid or a teenager, that was the shit.
Yeah.
I think we should wrap this up, right?
With the ninja rap.
Ninja rap. Go ninja,
go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. All right, if you're still watching, thanks for stopping by, and cowabunga, dudes.
Cowabunga, stay radical, dudes.
Bossa Nova? Chevy Nova? Okay. See you guys next time. Yeah.